The Murray State Shakespeare Festival offers many events, workshops, and activities for those looking to learn more about the life and work of William Shakespeare. Students in the Murray State Theater Department are currently rehearsing Shakespeare's The Tempest, a work written in 1610 and is considered Shakespeare's final work.
The basic story is that a Duke of Milan has been banished by his evil brother and the King of Naples to a deserted island, and while he's there he learns his magical skills and discovers that there are other magical creatures on the island. He calls forth a huge tempest using his magic, which then shipwrecks his evil brother and the king who overthrew him 12 years ago. So he's trying to get revenge on them. And then there's all kinds of other subplots interwoven through that particular story. But that's the basic story: is a man has been betrayed, he seeks revenge, and then ultimately he forgives those who wronged him. The show has, well, we have 21 members in our cast. I believe we have 21 members in our cast. We have at least 20. It's a show that I've been involved with two other times. I've played roles in this play before, and this is my first time directing a Shakespeare show, so I'm glad to work on something that I know really well. And of course, we try to expose our students to all different forms of theater, and every so often we throw a Shakespeare production into the mix because, well, he's the finest playwright that the English-speaking world has ever known.
As part of the MSU Shakespeare Festival, those involved with the show wanted to give an opportunity for those participating the chance to check in on the production. An open rehearsal was held, giving those who attended a live look at what goes on in a Shakespearean production.
Right now you can maybe barely hear some of the music of the theater. We're working the dance, so there's the marriage scene that's coming on. We're working on our Act 2, so it's actually, if you read the Tempest, it's Act 3, Act 4, and Act 5. For us, that's going to be our Act 2. That's how we're going to split our evening. We'll have Act 1, Act 2, we'll take an intermission, then we'll come back and do Acts 3, 4, and 5. So that's where we're going to be starting. So you won't be exactly seeing the big opening storm scene, the Tempest itself, but you will get a good look at some of the characters. I'll be stopping and working. We've gone through, we've done most of the blocking, but as the actors inspire me and I get inspired by what they're doing, then I might say, hey, let's try this. Or if I see something that I've already staged and it's not working, then I will say, hey, I made a mistake. I need to go back and fix this mistake. And there are some things I haven't quite plugged into the show yet, and I'll probably be plugging those in tonight.
The Shakespeare Festival allows all involved to recognize the importance behind the work of Shakespeare, as it has a great impact on the society that exists today.
Shakespeare, well, he was the man of the millennium back when we turned from 1999 to 2000. He was the most influential person of the last millennium. A lot of what we say today, Shakespeare said it first in his plays. So there's this long tradition of Shakespeare being a huge influence on our language, on our hearts, on our minds, on our souls, and that's why it's important to have the festival here.
Murray State's production of The Tempest can be seen April 9th through the 11th at 7:30 p.m., as well as Sunday, April 12th at 2:30 p.m. in the Robert E. Johnson Theater.